Hey there, everybody. Hope you're having a great night so far. There's just something I needed to get off my chest, and I didn't really want to talk to any one person about it. I just kind of need to get it out there to. I think it's going to help me to overcome some things and maybe just give myself a little bit of closure. So if you've watched my previous videos, you will know that I had dated somebody from last June until just real recent here. And so it didn't end well. And all day today, I've just been like, it really sucks that I feel like I can't ever say another thing to him. And I just didn't get that, neither one of us got that closure. And today I just felt really sad. I went to my friend's surprise party last night, and I ended up staying over there and had a wonderful time. And then this morning, I just felt sad that, I guess because I would have normally he would have went, or if he hadn't, then on my way home or whatever, I would have talked to him. And I think that I'm just missing that companionship with someone. I mean, before I met him, I was by myself for 3.5 years, and I was doing just fine. So what's happening now is I'm just having to readjust to that lifestyle. And it's not like I don't like being by myself, because I don't really mind it, but it's like when you get used to having somebody there all the time and then they're just not, it's hard. And I think that at first, I was just trying to be like, everything's okay, everything's fine, I'm fine. But sometimes we're just not fine, and sometimes we need to break down, and then that is okay. And so I did have a little bit of emotion this morning, and I mean, it comes with some other things, and honestly, I have another story that I'm going to put out probably tomorrow about that, but I have to have certain props to do it, so stay tuned for that. But I'm just trying to understand what it is I'm actually feeling, I guess, because I don't want to say it I don't want it to come off rude or whatever, but I don't miss the relationship part, but I definitely miss the friendship part. And I think the relationship part is just because the way that things ended with us, there was just I had, my respect level went from here to here. And probably the same for him about me too. I'm not saying that I didn't have any part of it. I most certainly did. But you live and learn, and you take those things with you. And then the next time, I won't do that. But I do have to say that one of the things that we did too often was drink together. And it never we never got agitated with each other. We never fought or anything like that, but it definitely was happening too often. And it was taking a toll on both of us, as far as your mental state. And when I was working out, my body was just like, what are you doing to me? You just drank 5 beers last night, and now you're trying to make me work out, and my body's dehydrated. So it wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. And he had said some words about that to me the night that everything kind of went haywire or whatever. And I realized that I had a problem with drinking during the week. And what happened is I just created that habit for myself, just like you do with anything else. You do it every day. You just do it every day. And I wasn't doing it to get drunk. I just did it because it was a comfort for me. And when he made reference to the fact that I have a problem with alcohol, I was like, yeah, I know I do. But I've also asked for that support on the other end for, him to stop with me during the week, just at least during the week, and we just never did that, and like I said, I'm not playing the blame game or anything like that. Like, I was at fault just as much as him, and but I tried to like cry out and say that like that's what I wanted to happen, and it just never did. So what I took from that though was when I got home from our vacation, because that's where it all kind of went down. I've had one beer since we've been back, and it'll be a month pretty soon, like this weekend or whatever, almost, or at least 4 weeks, and which is real good for me. And I'll drink like on the occasion on the weekends or whatever like that. Like, I'm not gonna like say to myself, you can't ever drink again, because I do that and then I'm like, that's all I want to do. So I just have to give myself like, that like lax or whatever. Like, it's okay to do it every now and then, just don't overdo it. But I think that, well, I know people cross our paths for so many reasons, and he was like nothing but great to me the whole entire relationship. I mean, I think our emotions were running real high, and we were stressed out. You take kids on vacation, and it's hard sometimes. You're spending a bunch of money, and then nobody wants to do the same thing, and it's just like everybody's trying to get ready, and it's just, how it is. But anyways, I just think emotions were running high, and but I don't even know, I forget where I was going with that. But just, yeah, coming into my life for those reasons. But he was nothing but good to me the whole entire time, and I will forever be grateful for that. I mean, I won't let anybody treat me less than what he did. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he definitely like raised my bar, and I deserve all of that. It's just unfortunate. I mean, he wasn't my person, and that's okay. I mean, he will forever hold a special place in my heart. I will always love him. And, but I also feel like he came to my life for that reason at the very end, when he was like, you have this problem with alcohol. And I'm thinking, okay, well, I'll show you. And that's what I do to people. So that's how I quit smoking too, is some random person was like, that's disgusting. And I was like, yeah, well, I'll show you. And I haven't smoked a cigarette in 2.5 years. So, and that's another thing too. Like, I mean, I know that I'm in control of my own self, but when you have something in common like that with somebody, like we would just go to dinner and, order beers or whatever. Like, you just do that and you just get adapted to things like that, and nothing wrong with it. It's just not what I want in my life anymore, So, I mean, like I said, on the occasions, cool, or just the weekend or something like that. Maybe one day, like I said, I'm not going to tell myself I can't ever do it again, but I just need to be self-aware and take care of my body, because, let's face the facts, I'm not getting any younger, and my kids see everything I do, just like everybody else's kids. They are watching all the time, and I want my kids to be healthy and to make good choices. And if I'm not making good choices, what makes me think they're going to? So I have to be the example. And unfortunately, it's just taken me a really long time to like grasp that. Even though you can say those things, I probably said those things 10 years ago, but I didn't put them into action. And that's what I'm doing now. And I have to take care of myself first, because if I'm not taking care of myself, I can't take care of anybody else. So like I said, bottom line is, I think that's why he came into my life, for other reasons too, but that was a major factor. And I am so thankful, because who knows, I may have turned, I mean, I don't know. Did I consider myself an alcoholic? No, but I look back and I'm like, man, I was drinking a lot, and like I said, not to get drunk, but that doesn't even matter. When your like body is like, craving it is an addiction. And I think a lot of us in this world like struggle with, our families have that addictive personality or whatever, and then it just happens. And alcoholism is a big deal, and it's not like an easy thing to stop doing. But like I said, so fortunate for those events though. I mean, it was awful the way things went down, but I am so thankful. And I know I keep kind of repeating myself, like, but I just feel like I need to say these things out loud because I need to overcome and I need to understand why things happened the way they did, and to learn from it. You know, take the learning lesson, like see the positive instead of the negative, because for weeks I was like, ugh, you know, just trying to like process, but I wasn't processing the right way because I had all these negative emotions surrounding the situation, and it was making me not make him out to be like a bad guy. That's not what I was trying to do, but it was coming across that way, and that was not my intention at all. But I think I was trying to protect myself, put my walls up, you know, so that I didn't feel the hurt, because it does hurt. It doesn't matter. I spent a whole year with that guy, like every day, you know, I was with him just about, and it does. It just hurts. It really, really does. And, you know, right now, that's just what I'm going to do, is focus on myself and not anything else. But anyway, I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen. And if this touched anybody's life, that's wonderful. If so, like, I would love if you would drop that in the comment, and let me know, or share your story, or, you know, reach out, send me a message. You can find me on Instagram too. It's Inspire Nation. So it's INSPIRNATION_111. And like, seriously, if you need just a friend or a chat or something, you know, let me know. But I hope everybody's having a great night.